I got paper. I guess that'll work. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Now we're all right. I think. I think we're good. There we go. All right. So now I gotta turn on that live chat and get into it, man. Let's see here. Do do. See. All right. So I think we're live. Yeah, we're good. Yo, a bunch of people just showing up right away. What's up, guys? How's it going? Super Hyperion, Imperial, Shadow. Got Icy in here. Yo, a bunch of people just showing up. How's it going, guys? Yeah, finally getting around to do the episode reaction. I know it's been a little bit, obviously, a few days since it actually came out. So, yeah, say the F word, French toast. There you go. But yeah, I'm not going to say that one because I'm trying to be a good noodle. But anyways, we got the episode reaction. You guys already know. So, episode number 45. So, this is an episode I've been waiting for big time. You already know. If you've seen it, please don't spoil it. I've been avoiding the internet like crazy just to not know what the heck happens with this because I've been waiting for some of these battles for the longest time. Two very big ones, that being Free versus Shu and Louis versus Lane, you know, and Free versus Shu and Free versus Lane. I'm waiting for those big time, dude, and we're getting both with this. It's gonna be intense, man. So, I guess let's just get right into it. So, let's do it. All right, so we got the arena. Dude, they're just getting what? They're right in the middle of it. It starts off with Free and Shu hitting each other. Nothing break it! Really, dude? Bro, Spriggan's in the center circling around. Speeding right up and hitting Fafnir. And he got the KO. Bro, what? This quick, man? Yo, Sane and Lucifer hitting each other. You gotta be kidding me. What? And Lane's flare. Oh my gosh, dude. They're not playing around with this, dude. It's already over? Wait. What? Whoa. Oh, hang on. Can you at least show us? I can't show because of copyright. That's why I can't show it to you physically. If you want to see it physically, definitely look up the actual episode. What's happening? An episode reaction, and so much already happened with this episode, dude. Okay, they hyped up that was going to be Cisco and Free versus Shu and Lane. Waiting for a big build-up for that. No. TT decides, hey, we're just going to jump right into the craziness of this and make it really short. Y'all trolling. Y'all are trolling. Where do you watch these full episodes? I personally watch them on Kick-Ass Anime. That's the name of the site. But, yeah, I feel like they're trolling with this. Because they jumped right in the middle of this crazy, highly anticipated battle right away. Literally, Free did the nothing break, and then Shu goes in the center and is launched Spriggan in, left rotation, speeds up in the center, hits Free, like Spriggan speeds up to Fafnir, pushes Fafnir up by the wall, KO. And then gets the KO on Free. All that happened within the span of maybe like 25 seconds. And then after that, Lane and Cisco are hitting one another, and then Lane's flare just powers up, and then he wins it with a spin finish against Cisco. So the battle, literally after about 1 minute and 2 seconds, is already over. Maybe it was like 56 seconds or something, but it's already over. This battle that I've been waiting for this whole entire freaking season is already over in a minute. Wow. TT knows what we want. TT knows how to disappoint. TT knows how to, well, they sometimes know what we want, and sometimes they just like trolling. And this is one of the cases where they, I'm still shook that this ended in a minute. How are you gonna have this hyped up that much and finish it in a minute? This was probably the shortest battle out of all of these freaking battles that have happened in this tournament thus far. Bruh, I'm glad we saw it, but holy crap. We're just gonna continue on with it. Dude. Yeah, it's been 2 minutes and 6 seconds since it started, and half of that's the intro. So it's literally about a minute. I can't tell if you're satisfied or disappointed. The weirdest mixture of both, honestly. The weirdest mixture of both, because I'm glad that it finally happened, but also it was too short. The heck. Anyways, okay, let's get back into it. Then Lane and Shu just turn around. Freaking Cisco both sitting there irritated. Bro, I still can't, like, what? Okay, so the current standings. Shu and Lane have 4 points. Vol and Rantaro have 2. Iga and Ranjiro have 1. Louis and Drum have 1. Cisco and Free have 1. And Hikaru and Hyuga have 1. So there's 4 teams right now that are tied for 3rd place. I think it's the top 4 teams go on. So it's like the top 4 teams with the most points will move on to like the final round. So Shu and Lane are definitely going to be there. Right now, it's looking like Vault and Rantaro are going to be in it as well. But now the big question is, who's it going to be? So probably, so Iga Ranjiro, Louis, Drum, Cisco Free, and Hikaru and Hyuga are all going to face off. And then whoever probably gets like the wins out of those two, like in these next 2 battles, whoever gets the win, those will probably be the final bracket. So 2 teams are going to be eliminated from this. Who will it be? I honestly can't tell who's going to get eliminated. Hikaru and Hyuga, I can't see it. I can't see them getting eliminated for sure. They're going to be one of the teams. Now the question is, who else is it going to be? That's what I'm wondering. So, yeah, man. All right, let's see. Personally, I think these next episodes will be exciting but expectable. We know Lane won't lose in the finale. Well, he's gonna probably end up finally losing in the finale, So, yeah, but honestly, I can't tell who's gonna make it besides like Hikaru and Hyuga. Whoever gets, it's definitely that lineup that whoever gets eliminated first, people are gonna probably get triggered. I mean, it's gonna be that way regardless, but. But yeah, literally it's 4-2-1-1-1-1. So they both made it, huh? I think they just said that they both made it, so. Vault's meeting up with Free. He mentioned Lane, I think. But the thing is, with that battle, we saw Shu and Free face off, which that's been waiting for that for the longest time. So I'm glad that finally happened, but we still have not seen Lane versus Free the rematch. Is TT gonna pull the card of like hyping up this battle but not having it happen? We saw that with Fi and Vault. They hyped it up the whole season, and then it just didn't happen. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Seriously, Lane needs to lose more. He has only lost twice. I mean, yeah, he's only like really, really lost once. Honestly, so yeah. Like big time power wise, he's only lost once. I wish I knew what Free was saying. He's whispering something. And he said Vault. Kind of like Vault. I think he said Kiyama. Vault, you and Kiyama, we're going to face you. Iga and Ranjiro are talking because they know, like, we lose again, we're out of this. So we've got to win. He's like, we gotta win against them. So I think, yeah, the next battle is like the brothers, well, Rantaro and Vault versus Ranjiro. I think it's, Vault and Rantaro versus Ranjiro and Iga. I don't know who's honestly going to take if Iga and Ranjiro win that, then they get another spot. So they'll take that next spot. Okay. So basically, Iga and Ranjiro have to win this. Rantaro's getting a soda or a water, and Ranjiro's meeting up with him. He's like, I'm hyped that I get to battle with you. Shu bodied Lane, and then Lane made a new Bay and won. Yeah, like that was the time that Lane lost, really, in this season. Like power-wise, and we saw him lose with a burst. But that's it. And then he got upset and made a new Lucifer, and then whooped Shu. And then after that, he's like, I don't know what to do. And then, yeah. How long will the stream be? As long as it takes to get through the episode reaction. Probably about like 25 minutes. So yeah, 25 minutes. Rantaro's like, you're just trying to have fun? Well, I'm trying to win this, so I'll see you out there. Ranjiro's like, yeah, you bet I'm going to see you out there. I worked hard to get back to this point. What if Hasbro makes Master Dragon D5? I don't know if they'll actually make it. It'd be cool if they did, but here we go, man. Rantaro and Vault versus Ranjiro and Iga. He's got infinite Achilles in the attack mode. Yo, this is going to be intense, dude. We get that match from Josie. Let's go. Big time hype match, and the brothers facing off, too. Rantaro's trying to get some payback because he honestly hasn't beaten Ranjiro since the last time they faced off. Goal. Shoot. All right. The Orange Ragnarok circling around quick. Valkyrie's running right in front of it. They're all circling around. Ike Valkyrie! Ragnarok! Yo, Valkyrie hits Achilles, and the two Ragnaroks are facing off. He's like, I'm going to beat you, Ranjiro. Not happening. Talk about intense, bro. Hikaru and Hugo are hyped just looking at the battle on TV. Uh-oh. Glide goes to the center. He's spinning right at the very center of the stadium. Uh-oh. Yo, he bit through that sucker. Yo, Ranjiro's eyes are lighting up. Yo, Glide the Tornado! He's using the center point of the stadium to pick up the speed of Ragnarok. Yo, that's genius. Using the center point to his advantage. But then Rantaro's sent in the air. Achilles is flying in the air too. He's going up to hit it. Yo, he's gonna hit it mid-air, bro. Yo, Achilles. Dude, that's a sick strategy. He's riding the waves. Like how Leon rode the waves of the tornado and he bursted in midair. That is one of the sickest things. Okay. All right, that was sick. Achilles, and now he's diving down for Valkyrie. Infinito Buster. Brava Soda. Uh-oh. Valkyrie hit the ground. So they won. So that was sick. That was sick, bro. I never heard someone like me who says sucker instead of lollipop. I say both, kinda. So I think that means Iga and Ranjiro get that third spot, right? Dang, dude. All right, and Vault and Rantaro talking with one another. Like they got stronger. I mean, it's not to be surprised. So yeah, Free and Louie. No. Drum and Louie, Free and Cisco, Hikaru and Hyuga all have 1 point. So they gotta win. So whoever loses this next battle is gonna be out. Milwaukee walks in. Wakia is getting hyped just hearing them talk. Like, Wakia? When did you get here? I've been here for a little bit. Are they just going to get right into the next battle? Yeah, they are, dude. All right. Dragon! Longinissa! Yo! Helios and Hyperion are getting pummeled and both set in the air. Drum and Louie aren't playing around, man. Yelling Gen. All right. So zoom, you know. They're remembering what Wakia told them. They're going to get fired up. I think they got this. I think they're going to take out Drum and Louie, honestly. Hikaru's smiling big time. Let's see how they do it. Oh, that flare, dude. Yep, their flares are going wild. Lane's looking out like with his fist clenched. Shoes looking over. Hyperion! Helios! Hit him with the twin strike, bruh. Let's see it. They'll probably get the KO. Louie's not having it, though. He's like, I beat that move before, and I will this time. Yeah, I'm taking it out. This is going to be intense, dude. Twin strike! Raging up! Tempesta breaker! All of them hitting each other, dude. It's intense. Twin limit break. The limit break system at the same time, bro. They they bursted them both. Bruh. I think they're the first ones besides Lane to burst Longinus in this season. That was sick, dude. That's what they've done is they hyped up that twin strike, but they used the twin limit break at the very end of that. And that limit break is how they won it. That was sick. Okay. That was awesome. Wait, does that mean Drum and Louie are out? Are they eliminated now? The Drum runs up like, I'm going to beat you next time, I swear. Louie just smiled and was like, and then walked off. Yo, that was sick. Louie and Drum aren't out. So they're not out yet. So does that mean there's going to be one more battle? That's what I'm wondering. Phoenix! Bro, thanks so much, man. Dude, he donated. Oh my gosh, thank you. Uh-oh, Lane's on the ground. He's upset. Clenching his fist with his flare. He's looking solely at their flare now. All right, what's up with the next episode? They just ran off. Drum and Louie. They're training. Okay, so they're not out of it yet. Oh, okay. So there's gonna be one more battle. So it's gonna be Drum and Louie versus Iga and what? Is it gonna be Drum and Louie versus Iga and Ranjiro? So wait, they're not out of it yet. Are they going to 3? Maybe. I know Lane and Shu are for sure in the final. They got 4 points, so they're for sure going into that final bracket. Maybe it's whoever gets 3. Yeah, that's probably how it's gonna be. Whoever gets to like 3 points, maybe moves on. Because there's still like 7 episodes left. Well, this was 45. So yeah, there's still 7 episodes left. So probably whoever gets to 3 moves on to the next round, and then they'll do the actual battles. They're going to 4, so they are just going to 4 with it. Okay. Let's see. Wish I had a credit card so I could see. I could see your comments, Demon God. I'm just also looking at this and talking about it and trying to read you guys' comments on one person. So bear with me. That's gonna be a good battle, dude. We get to meet the rematch between Iga and Louis. From like, oh hello. But we're getting a rematch with Iga and Louis that we haven't seen since what? I don't think we've seen that since Show Z when they faced off. Raging Tempest. Oh, Drum got the Drum used the Rainbow Turbo. He's gonna use the Rainbow Turbo. And Louis right next to him, like how Delta and Amane were next to him in season 4. That's sick, dude. That's sick. All right. All right, and then that's it. Okay, so getting into it, man. Well, first things first, I'll be right back. I just gotta go and okay. So, getting into it. I guess you guys said that they're going to 4 with it. So, if they're going to 4, yeah, that means Lane and Shu are already in the final bracket. So they got the man to beat role. It's a given. Like Lane literally has lost one time, big time in this entire season, cause that power of that plot, bruh. That plot. Good gravy. Well, yeah. Demon God, you're not annoying. It's just, just trying to read everybody's comments when there's a few of you guys here and also trying to talk about this stuff. Some people think that I'm ignoring their comments. I'm not ignoring your comments, I promise. Why do people hate Arthur? Because he was a part of Hell and kind of had this like snooty, I'm the best, I'm the king kind of mentality with things, and also was kind of a jerk. So honestly, on the favorite Bladers list, he's at the lowest, honestly. And I'm honestly hoping we see him in the next season for sure as an evil character. But yeah. I keep hearing all these plot excuses. Like, okay, not so much like excuses. It's like Lane is very powerful, and it's a given. He's really strong. I mean, he's been bodying everybody, and I'm glad they're putting him over as a big-time threat. I'm just like, at this point, honestly, it's like, what is he fighting for? Because he's defeated everybody. Shu was the only one that really beat him, but then he beat Shu, and now he doesn't know what he's really fighting for. The main thing that's just being waited for is Lane using that full-out power that he's accumulated at this point, and if he's going to break another bay. That's my big question is he going to break anybody's bay before this ends? Like, in the semifinals, is he going to actually crush somebody's bay again? Because it's been like, he's got Lucifer at the end, which is supposed to be stronger than Variant Lucifer and such, but like he hasn't let out that power to a crazy point where he's broken anybody's bay. You know what I mean? Like, that's the big question. Is Lane going to break any other bays? If he tries to, is Shu going to stop him? Just a bunch of different questions with it. But to given Lane and Shu are going to be the finals because they got a big-time build for this. Yeah, let's see. Lane has defeated everyone except for Rantaro. Yeah, and I mean, if they faced off, he'd beat Rantaro. Honestly, but yeah, I'm looking forward to Vault and Rantaro versus Shu and Lane. Yeah, that does have to happen. Since they are going to 4, that does have to happen. So the 4 teams I see in the final, Lane and Shu are already there. Hikaru and Hyuga are going to make it there. Honestly, Vault and Rantaro I see making it to the final 4. And maybe... I don't know. Besides that, it is tough. It's honestly really tough to decide who's gonna get that last spot, because like they're all really powerful bladers, so it's honestly up in the air for me. Just for sure, like Hikaru and Hyuga are gonna get a spot alongside like Wayne and Shu, and besides that, maybe if Vault and Rantaro, it's like it's between Free and Cisco and Iga and Ranjiro for me, just because like Iga being able to beat Vault, he has that much power to where, I mean, he just KO'd Valkyrie, and plus like plot building and such, or like skill building with all of them throughout the seasons. But yeah, those last two are definitely up in the air. But yeah, Drum got his Rainbow Turbo back. Yeah, like using that's gonna switch up things big time too. So yeah, let's see. Not gonna lie, Lane is a very lazy written character. He just comes out of nowhere, and all of a sudden we're supposed to be convinced that he's stronger than the legends. There's no depth of backstory to him. The thing that's dangerous about him is the backstory to him, which is what I'm wondering. I made actually a theory video. You guys will see it. I'll probably put out tomorrow or something. But there's some characters where they have not explained their backstory that much, and I really feel like with season 6 they might, especially having them come back. Like with Lane, how the heck did he get this power? How did you don't get that strong to where you beat Free De La Hoya out of nowhere? He had to get that power from somewhere, but the question is where. Hopefully this next season they start bringing that to reality and they explain it. The same thing with Arthur. I would love to see Arthur come back because, like, how the heck, where did the Hell organization come from? Like, he just shows up in Hell Tower and declares I'm the king of Beyblade, but how do you even get the power to use Dark Turbo? Like, that's two very dark auras that come out of nowhere. It feels like it might be somebody behind them, but yeah. But I feel like we gotta get an explanation for that. And I'm hoping season 6 is where they really tie things together, like even things we haven't seen with this season. Because this season, it's like these battles are exciting and such, but it doesn't feel like there's a crap ton at stake with this. You know what I mean? Like if Lane and Shu win, like Shu's watching over Lane. Like Lane doesn't feel like a world terror level anymore. He just seems like a really strong, powerful player that's the man to beat for me now. It doesn't feel like he's a world level threat. I don't know if it's just me, but that's definitely how I'm feeling about Lane now. He's definitely strong, and he's established that throughout this whole entire series. But yeah, let's see, Blind or Blint was never evil to me. I don't get why he was on the evil team in that Dark Turbo. He mainly wanted to go after like Delta, because he was like obsessed with Delta's darkness. And when Delta beat him, he was just like, okay, and I hope to battle again at some point. And yeah, he did. It seemed like he turned good after that. So yeah, definitely like Bahamut. If I hope that we get Bahamut back, like Boa or Blind, mainly Boa, gonna be good. So yeah, let's see here. Yeah, the next season, if the antagonist is really strong, then just get Lane or the twins to beat him. Nah, the next season, this antagonist has to be so strong that anybody who loses them will get bodied. I'm not saying like Lane bodied. I'm saying like their bay gets destroyed. Like they're done. Like the threat that it was with Fi during his God of Destruction phase, except like times 5,000. Literally anybody who steps up and they lose to him, they're done. They're smoked. They're done. They're gone. Their bay's shattered. Their bay's broken. We need that level of threat, and that's something I talked about in this, video on what I see in season 6 as well. But yeah. So I mean, this final is gonna be epic. At the end, it's definitely gonna shape up to be like Hikaru and Hugo winning it. I definitely see it where like maybe they focus on Shu first, and then they get Shu out of there, and then they fight Lane. And then the final cutscene is like Lane with his ultimate flare and such trying to take them out, like something that's even past limit break the end, and then they use the twin strike and together they beat Lane. That way it'll keep Lane still credible as a really powerful blader, but he goes down and he loses. And then they win after this. And then they're established as the strongest tag team. But definitely in the next season, I want to see some more 1v1 battles, because this season we did get a lot of the dream scenarios. It felt like this season's been mainly like the dream scenarios, those dream battles and such that people have really wanted to see, for the longest time. But not the crazy, like, this Blader stronger than this Blader 1v1 battles, like we got during season 2. That's the main thing I'm thinking with it. Because it was cool seeing the team battles with this. It was cool seeing all their interaction and stuff and all the dream scenarios and stuff. Like, I mean, Louis and Drum, like, even their, interaction with one another. Seeing some more Bladers come back, like, Fi, Gwen, Delta. If we see Zaka come back, we see Zach or Hearts or all these characters and such that come back. Seeing some more dream scenarios with things, but then also some more 1v1, so we could really see the full extent of their powers. Because even with this, it doesn't feel like we're seeing that full extent with any of these battles. You know what I mean? Like, we're seeing a lot of power, but we're not seeing, like, the ultimate limits with these. It feels like they're still kind of, like, You know, like protecting the characters. I don't like your idea of world-ending threat because Burst was intended to be more of a realistic take to Beyblade series. The idea of world-ending series only works in MFB. That's not necessarily true because we had that during the Classic Gen. I just say this because every era of Beyblade has gone this far. I think it was what Brooklyn and Zeus during the Plastic Gen, where he put like storm clouds all over the world and such, and threatened to just end it. You know, with Zeus, we saw that with the Plastic Gen. With MFB, it's a given the Nemesis crisis and such. But it's only going to build to this point. You have a protagonist and an antagonist. That's how it just goes with any story writing and such. And especially after this point, they got to outdo everything they've done for the past 5 seasons. So seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, all the craziness, all of the chaos and stuff that we saw with all those seasons, we got to see that threat. We got to see a crazy threat. We got to see something that's going to beat out all of those seasons. Even what's happened with this season with Lane, like it's gonna be wild. Like I want to see that intensity, but I feel like it's gonna be really devastating. Maybe at the end of season 6. So, yeah, the best team right now is Louie and Drum. Ah, I don't know, man. I mean, just rank wise, right now, Lane and Shu are the best team. But yeah, I mean, if you're talking about like interaction with one another, they're they've got some amazing interaction, that's for sure. You're definitely right about that because Louis and Drum's interaction has been amazing. I've loved it. But yeah, let's see here. I just want to know how to watch Beyblade. Like these episodes, I watched them on an episode, well, on a site called Kick Ass Anime. That's what it's actually called. You know, but be careful. Some of the ads might not be like too PG, so just that's a warning. You know, but that's a way to watch it. Way to watch it raw. Usually after like maybe a week or a few days, some sites come out with like the sub version and such, so you can really understand what they're saying. But yeah, I usually watch the raw version. So yeah. Let's see here. Like people always be trying to change TT. They can't. It's like they don't care about the work TT's putting in. Oh, like TT's putting in big time work, even with like this season. The fact that we got a season 5 is amazing. The fact that we're getting a season 6 is amazing, for sure. It's just like seeing how they're building things. You know, got to think about the longevity of even the story. Like, where are they going to go after this? Like, Hikaru and Hyuga being hyped up and maybe becoming the strongest tag team ever after this season. But then where do we go from that? Are they going to introduce a new protagonist? Are they just going to focus on the other 5 protagonists? I wouldn't mind that because then they can go back and really focus on all of them in depth. You know, if there isn't a new protagonist or if there is a new one, I honestly would want to see a female protagonist because we have 5 guy protagonists. Like adding a 6 guy protagonist, it'll be like, okay, now they're just going to hype this kid up to become the strongest ever. All right. And people might not like him. But if it's a female protagonist, people will immediately be like, yo, this is different. We've never seen a girl protagonist for Beyblade. What? This is wild. You know what I mean? Like switching things up. But yeah. I mean, regardless, I'm really hyped for season 6 because whatever they're planning, TT's gonna knock it out of the park. I'm really, really excited. So yeah. Let's see here. What if Hasbro made their own bays into pro bays? I would love that, dude. Like on the crazy competitive level that TT bays are, it will give Hasbro some big time credibility for sure, man. Thanks. Yeah, of course. Let's see here. It makes me mad how Vault is number 1 and can't carry Rentaro to a win. Right now, it's not clear who's number 1. And plus, it's a team battle. It shouldn't be one person carrying the other person. You have to work as a team. Especially with all these legends, you have to work as a team. Because if you don't, and you have the combined power of other legends coming after you, doesn't matter if you're facing them by yourself, you're done. And that's probably going to be the case of Lane and Shu at the very end. Because then that kind of, well, not so much bond, you know, like the tag team camaraderie that they kind of have right now. It feels like the twins are going to really fracture that because Lane is not going to be focusing on Shu anymore. Lane's going to be the one trying to bully them and trying to beat them, but then they're going to focus on Shu and probably manage to get a KO or something on Spriggan, and then after that, Lane by himself is going to have to deal with them, and it's a tag team battle, so it's 2 versus 1 with the King Strike. Even if Lane's power is extremely strong, it's not going to be enough to beat them, and that's probably what they're going to build up to. So, yeah. Let's see. There hasn't been a girl with named Bay in Burst. Yeah, like their own exclusive Bay. Yeah, that's the honest truth, and I really want to see that. But yeah, I want to say I couldn't mention the Plastic Gen on my comment because there wasn't space. Oh, it's all good. It's all good, man. You remember me, boy, my boy? Yeah, Trey. I remember you, bro. Have you got the Pro Series bays? Yeah, I've got the 3 Pro Series bays thus far. At least the first wave. The second wave hasn't come out. Yeah, I think it's like Perfect Phoenix, which is awesome. They're making a Perfect Phoenix with the metal on it. Um, Also Judgment Joker. That's also really awesome. So yeah, make my own burst skits. They're kind of trash, but I'll get better. Nah, man. Like it's your own story and such that you create from your mind. Never think that it's trash or anything. You know, it's really awesome that you're making your own skit series, man. I'm proud of you. Let's see here. Honestly, for a world-ending threat, there needs to be more world building in the story. Oh yeah, for sure. Like going all around, like how we traveled around for this season. It was great. It was awesome. But there's some parts that we didn't see. We didn't go back to the Hell Tower. We didn't go back to Dead Grand. They left out some places. So like maybe having like these stadiums and stuff that they showed in this season, maybe going back to them briefly or at least acknowledging them and showing them, but then having the previous areas where we've seen throughout all the history of Burst be mentioned in this season as well. That way it feels like a true full world thing where you're going everywhere. You're going everywhere and at least acknowledging or like mentioning those areas, you know. But yeah, can you show the bakugan Enoch? I have Enoch, but it's just packed away. So yeah, let's see here. Imagine if Teddy Long was like, babe, you'll go one on one with Lane Valhalla play. Oh man, you'll go one on one with the Undertaker. Oh man, classic. That made me laugh. That was an awesome comment, Ethan. I hate the episodes are 11 minutes now. When Achilles beat Valkyrie, Vault didn't summon Valkyrie because there wouldn't have been enough time in the episodes. I mean, it makes me sad that the episodes are shorter for sure. Just how they built this up, they can make them 22 minutes. Definitely. With all the storyline and stuff that they have, they can make the episodes 22 minutes. I hope that they do with season 6, but time's going to tell, you know. But yeah, definitely, I can understand that. So yeah, how long have you been a Blader? I've been a Blader for almost a decade. Well, basically a decade. You know, I was into like Beyblade a little bit when I was way younger. This was like back 2005. You know, I was way younger, but getting into it big time in like 2010 before I actually started my channel. You know, so better part of like a decade. But yeah, let's see here. I thought it was only the top 2 teams moving on. It makes sense. Yeah, it's the top 4 that are going to be moving on. Yasai brothers, Walton Rantaro, Igon Ranjiro, Louis and Drum, Free and Cisco. Yeah. So it's going to be like going to 4 points. But yeah, hopefully we can get a Metal Fury remake set. Oh, for sure. I see it. Big Bang Pegasus Ultimate Reboot Dash. Perfect for it. El Drago Destroy, Generate Dash. Perfect for it. Fang Leon, Wave on it. Perfect for it. Phantom Orion, Bearing. Perfect for it. Honestly, I'd love to see 6 bays in this. If there's like only 5, I imagine Diablo Nemesis with Trick Dash because Nemesis switching through all the different modes. You know, that'll be perfect for it, honestly. Most people might think Zeta, but honestly, just how it is, how it switched between all the modes when it was battling, Trick, Dash, I think would fit it. And the 6th would be Flash Sagittario with like what? If they made like a high yielding since it's so tall, you know, the high driver is meant to be taller, so a high yielding would be perfect for Flash Sagittario. But yeah, definitely see us getting an MFB 4D or Metal Fury remake set at the end of this year. Only makes sense with how the pattern's been. Let's see here. Be so lit for Hasbro to make a Sparking Pro series. Oh, for sure. I don't like the idea of season 6. I feel like they could have ended in season 5 because it felt like a big reunion. The only way I could see a season 6 was Superking Part 2. Either or. With season 6, it feels like they're going to expand things because there's characters they definitely could, like, people would be triggered if they left it off this way. You know, because they made Death Scyther without Dinah. They made Diabolos without Delta. Dinah and Delta are both very popular characters, and it'll be like, how can you leave them out of the fray? With how much they built up, honestly, Phi, Gwyn, and Delta, how can they leave them out? How can you make a new Death Scyther without Dinah being the owner of it and actually battling with it in the show? The same thing with Diabolos, honestly. I would have been triggered if they would have left off like that. I would have been like, really? Like, they had potential to bring these characters back because they made bays like this, but they didn't, and they left them just in the manga. So I'm glad we're getting a season 6, but I'm hoping that they really do tie things together in a really good, effective way with season 6. So, yeah, man. I wonder what Zero G remakes would be like. They'd be really interesting. Honestly, I'm not sure what parts they'd actually use for those. Maybe after this next year, we'll be able to figure out parts if they would do a Zero G remake set. It would be cool to see that, though. I wouldn't mind it. But yeah, let's see here. I really love the Bay Goma Academy crew from season 1. Oh yeah, for sure. Why does Illinois hate Zero G so much? Some people don't like Zero G too much just because it's so different, because like a lot of characters didn't come back. If they came back as managers. They missed like the original cast and characters and stuff, and that it was kind of like not so much a reboot, but like, well, kind of a reboot, but like the world being restored after the Nemesis Crisis, but all those Bladers were adults and just running things all over the world and made their way for the new generation. And some people didn't like that. I personally like Zero G. I like that it was different and stuff. It added some different elements and stuff, even the system too. Let's see. In season 6, we need Daigo, Delta, Gwen, Xander, Back. I like the manga because it had all those characters. Oh, for sure. I still want to see that setting where they're all around the table from the manga, because you literally had Gwen, Delta, Vault, Iga, Drum, Louis, Free, Cisco, Jaka, Zach, Rantaro. I think Ranjiro was there as well. Like all these powerful bladers around that table. Well, Free and Shu weren't there because Free was facing Lane, and then Fafnir lost. But even that, like the 1v1 battle, I really want to see that. And even with this episode, we still didn't see Free versus Lane, that rematch. Like, what the heck? Like, bro. What's my favorite Bakugan? From the first era, I love Helios MK2. The thing's amazing. From the reboot, that is very hard, honestly. From like the first season, my favorite ultras, I'd say like Webum, Garganoid, like the flashy openers and such. I like Hydronoid a lot too. Cores, Hydronoid, Phaedrus. I like the design for Phaedrus big time. Yeah. For the Fusion Bakugan, my favorite Ultra is Sabra Pyravian. The thing's really cool. And my favorite core would probably be Troxyrus because of all the paint on it and such. It looks so cool. Do you like Pokemon? I love Pokemon, man. Pokemon is epic. I have like the Dragon gym tatted on my arm. If you can't see it right there, Raihan. Yeah. Got the Dragon logo right there. But I've been playing Pokemon games for the better part of a decade. So, yeah. Hi Kimbo, I don't really watch Beyblade Burst Sparking. I'm waiting for Surge. Also got my second Speedstorm Bay Curse of Tomb. Nice. Well, Surge is gonna be pretty sick. I can't wait to see how they're gonna translate it and such. But yeah. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, why did you beat Free without using one special move? Freon was so quickly because they would have ran out of time. Yeah, like they could have definitely done longer episodes and such. But I mean, it was given. Like, I honestly thought when they faced off again, that Shu would beat Free. The way they did it, I was like, dang, they're just gonna have it end with like a ring out. Well, crap. When he's using the nothing break, and he didn't even use like really a special move for it. But that shows how strong Shu is, I guess. But yeah, dude, I'm just hoping that in season 6 we see these big time developed battles. And I've had 2 thoughts about like season 6. One being that maybe they do just have a new system and they go with gimmicks, but what would they do? Like, what could they do to make the bays even stronger than what they're doing for Superking? Because Superking bays are already freaking insane. They're already insanely strong. Would be maybe if they did limit break system type of bays where like they lose a couple clicks and then they get a gimmick with them and that's how they get stronger. Either that or they just continue with Superking, and somebody said before, Superking Part 2. It's something I wouldn't mind seeing, because if they did that, they can continue with the story. If they have it end where Lane still doesn't turn good, they can continue that into a Part 2 for Superking and expand and have more episodes. Bring back other characters, and plus you can have so many chassis in this. We're up to what? With attack chassis, we're up to 4A. With defense chassis, we still got 2D. We haven't seen a 3D yet, even. We've seen up to 2B for balance chassis, and then for what? The stamina. We've seen what? 2 stamina chassis? Like, why? Like, you can go up to like 5, 6, 7A, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7B for chassis, and have them be with these bays that come back in. Even for like the defense chassis, 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D, and even for like the stamina ones, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7S, you can make all these chassis for these bays and these bladers that come back to fit their bays. Like, it would make perfect sense. If it continued that way, I wouldn't mind it honestly at all. So yeah, TT needs to make the base smaller a little. They're too big for me, like back in the days with Beyblade Burst God. They're definitely not going to shrink the size of them, that's for sure. It's like as it goes along, they're just going to make the base heavier. Now if they make it where they don't burst as easily, I wouldn't mind that, or at least like stick with Superking format as it is, like as the furthest thing, because Superking bays are already crazy strong, man. Like, how are you gonna try to make a system that's even stronger than that. I'd love to see even a part 2. Just stick with the sparking, because then you can have more chassis in it and continue on with this story and build it that much more. So yeah, my favorite's Goreen. Goreen is really sick. In my opinion, Zero G gets too much hate. I personally dislike Zero G as it had a lot of flaws and people kind of over exaggerate his problems. Yeah, honestly. The only thing I didn't really like about Zero G is that they left it on a big time cliffhanger before they hyped up the second world championship and never did it. That's the thing that drove me nuts about it. And then that's why I'm like with my series, I'm tying that in and all that stuff. That's why I did that with my MFB skit series. So yeah. What if season 7 has small but powerful bays? Maybe. I mean, whatever works. Hashtag we need a new Phoenix. Oh, hands down, man. I agree with you big time. Uh, I made a GT version of free Wizard Fafnir Wheel Universe. That's sick. That's an awesome combo, you know. Or even Absorb on it or something, you know. Like Absorb would work for it too. Wizard Fafnir Wheel Absorb. Like wheel absorb your power. That's a funny pun. But yeah, that's still a really cool combo. Beyblade Burst Alpha. Yeah, Beyblade Burst Giga. Watch, they call it Beyblade Burst End. I don't know if they would, but yeah. Yeah, boy. Yo, my boy. What's up, Zach? Let's see here. Zero G was good, to be honest. Yeah, I like the story for it and everything. You know, yes, there was new characters and stuff, but it happened 7 years after the Nemesis Crisis. They couldn't have gone really any further with any of those characters. It would have been like, oh, nostalgia, them coming back. And if any of the new characters that were brought in would have beat any of the old characters, you know how triggered people would have been. You know how angry people would have gotten if that would have happened. You know, but yeah, let's see here. Thoughts on the new random booster? I honestly don't like it. The new one that's coming out, I don't mind it because around this time they always do like a booster that's going to put out like some rare parts that we didn't get our hands on that easily. So I personally don't mind it. I think what there's Variant Lucifer, which we haven't seen a recolor for Variant, so I'm not even upset. Imperial Dragon, same thing. Haven't seen a recolored Imperial. So those are honestly two really good choices. First Uranus, I think, is the prize bay. Not upset about that because the only way you can really get it is with the Koro Koro, and a recolor for that, having an actual combo is pretty cool. Yeah, now King Helios could have gone without that. Super Hyperion, the same thing because we've seen Super before. We've seen King Helios before. Now, if they would have put like Hyperion Burn and Helios Volcano in there, no, that would have been wicked. That would have been really sick, you know. But yeah, I mean, compared to like how the boosters have been lately, I think this is honestly a bit of a better booster for sure. Because a lot of the parts have been like parts we've seen so much of. And at least with this booster, yes, we're not getting like a crazy MFB remake, which I would have loved to see that for Reprise Bay, but we're still getting some parts we haven't seen a lot of recolors for, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, I like Drum, but he was probably the worst protagonist. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, but yeah. Let's see here. Got a surprise for you. Gotta go look around the store. You send me something. Yo, you send me a Beyblade. I'll be like, bruh, what? I never finished Zero G. You should go back and watch it, man. It's pretty sick. We need Jenga and Burst. I hope TT does that. They're not gonna do a crossover like that. They never had it where like a character from a previous gen comes back. Like we didn't see Tyson during the Metal fight, and we didn't see like Jenga during this. So they wouldn't do it like that. Now, if they did like a series that was set up like Endgame, where they come from like different dimensions and they have them all in one world and they're all under the same format, that would be honestly really sick. If they do that after Burst ends, that would honestly be really cool to see. I would not mind that. But yeah, man, it would be cool to see like the interaction. People complain about some bays bursting too much, but aside from Glide and Hyperion Burn, we're practically using Metal Flight bays because the Sparking bays rarely burst. Yeah, some of these new Sparking bays, that is honestly really true. Like even if you have them hit each other big time, they're not going to burst like crazy, especially with the chassis. Uh, yeah, so but the bays are still really fun. And I love how hard they hit one another. That's one thing I really loved about MFB bays was the recoil with them. And now we're getting that like crazy with burst, and it makes me so happy, honestly. But yeah. Let's see here. Beyblade Burst Sparking Chapter 2. I would not mind seeing a Chapter 2, honestly. Do you have a Discord server? I do have a Discord server. I'm not in there that much. It's a place for like good vibes and such and people to talk. But yeah. Let's see. First Uranus may not be rare, but it ain't common either. Yeah, it's like in the middle. It's not like impossible to get, but like it's not the most common, Bay. But with this booster, you'll be able to get it. My favorite Beyblade. That's so hard, man. That's tough. Um, I don't know. There's too many bays to go through. We sit here for a little while. But yeah, let's see here. Zero G was anticlimactic compared to Metal Fury. Well, Metal Fury had a world-ending level threat. Like if they lost, the whole world would be destroyed. With Zero G, it was just kind of like DNA will rule the Beyblade world, and Kira can do whatever with it, you know. So yeah, mainly that. Like it's two different kind of monsters to tackle with that one. Let's see here. They always hate on Burst, not all of them, but a lot. Like in general, my opinion on it is if you have a favorite gen of Beyblade, nobody should chastise or criticize you for it. Like if you love the plastic gen still, then it's fine. Like you know the plastic gen being really awesome, you can love the plastic gen. If people are fans of the MFB gen, the metal gen, you could love the metal gen. If you came in during Burst and you think Burst is the best one, you're entitled to that. You can enjoy that. It's just about loving the game of Beyblade, you know? Like all the competition between different gens is like why, you know, we're all bladers and we all love the game, you know, whatever gen it is. So yeah, let's see here. Season 6. If season 6 is not the last season, I'm gonna lose it. If they do have a big time build up like a world end feel with it, and Burst is still popular, maybe TT will try to pull a zero G route and do a season 7 with new bladers and just how the world is afterwards. Because people be like, "Oh man, it's gonna end with this climactic like world destruction feel with it," and maybe they'll do like a zero G type of thing with it. But who knows? Or maybe they'll just end it off after that, like the world's saved, and then they all just grow up after that. All the bladers grow up after that. That wouldn't even be a bad end either. But you know, time will show with it. So yeah, I have a Burst Dronzer from Hasbro. Nice, man. Let's see. I would love to see Constellation bays that aren't MFB. Oh, that would be pretty cool. Like you know, some more Constellation bays. I'm thinking they're gonna do a season 7 if that's it, and that's it maybe. I can imagine that, like maybe season 7 being it. Like season 6, if they do go to this world destruction level, then doing like a zero G type of season, you know, and hopefully people want to get triggered and be like, oh man, we're not seeing all these characters in it anymore. There's going to obviously be new characters, especially if there's a big time skip. But then after that, maybe just end it off there, you know. So, uh, yeah, let's see here. Can I spam the Discord server? I don't have the link to it right now. If anybody's in the chat, you know, can feel free to put the link in if you're in the server. Let's see here. Sparking shouldn't be called a burst or reason only 3 bays burst. Well, I mean, bays still burst. It just takes a lot more to do so. But yeah, hope they make your own Beyblade. Dude, if they made like, well, I mean, Hydra, it's funny because they made like a Hydra. If they made like a Leonis or a Colchidra, I'd lose my mind. I would flip out. I'd be like, what? But yeah, let's see here. An amazing way to end up Beyblade entirely would be bring back most of the cast in the old gens and have them all launch with the cast of Burst. That'll be really cool. Honestly, like I said, I'd love if they did like an endgame type of era of Beyblade where they have it where these characters come in from different gens, but then they have their own format. Like the format is universal with all of the bays, so they're all the same exact format, but it's still their bays. Like Tyson having Dragoon, Jenga having Pegasus, Vol having Valkyrie, etc., etc. You know, but all in the same format. But yeah, we need new characters in season 6, like what happened in MFB. I don't know. I personally want to see some more characters return, honestly, because it's like, how are they going to bring back a bunch of characters but not give some justice? Like, I know people want to still see Dinah and Phi and Gwen and Delta and Jaka and a lot of these other characters, you know. Now, season 7 after that, I wouldn't mind if they had a new cast, you know, if they do have this world ending level with things. So these characters all have the development and their max amount of power is clearly shown. Because even with this season, it's not felt like that. It shows they've all gotten stronger, but I don't feel like we're seeing the limits of their powers with this. So yeah. They try to do a zero G like sequel, Burst will probably die. Just look at what happened with MFB when zero G happened, people forgot about it. Well, after this next season, it's like, how far can you go with it? And I mean, considering we've gotten, like with the Plastic Gem, we got 3 seasons. With MFB, we got 4 seasons. That's why I thought, honestly, with Beyblade Burst, we get 5 seasons because of the pattern, but it's so successful, we're getting a 6th season. And if we get a 7th season and stuff, heck yeah, man. Even getting like 5 seasons is amazing. Let alone we're getting 6, and if we get 7, that's crazy, man. Let's see here. Have you seen the new episode of Geogon Rising? I've seen episode 1. I have not seen episode 2 yet, but I'll probably watch that after this, maybe. But yeah. Build a bear Beyblade, build a Beyblade, that'll be cool. But yeah, let's see here. Since sparking bays are so hard to burst, whenever you manage to burst one, you feel a lot more accomplished than bursting Hyperion, Burn, or Glide Ragnarok. Yeah, man. I've never ever like bursted Longinus. Like if I ever see Rage Longinus burst, I'm running for the hills. Like if it ever happens and like you guys see it happen in a battle, just know I'm running in the other room. Like I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, bro. That's it. But yeah, honestly, when you think about it, Sparking only had 3 new characters, but the show is honestly better without the twins or Lane. It's not a fact, just my opinion. Well, you're entitled to your opinion, but I definitely enjoyed the build-up that they had with this season. Because if they didn't have those characters, this season wouldn't have really made that much sense. But yeah, if TT makes an evil character in season 6, I hope he doesn't look like Lane. Nah, he's got to look even more like Sinister. But yeah, the name of my server, it's the Dank Kimbo server. That's what it's called. But yeah, do you like Avatar, like The Last Airbender? Heck yeah, man. That series is a gem. It's absolutely amazing. You're talking about the Avatar movie, still really awesome. Yeah, it made me really emotional watching it. Lucifer the End bursted my Brave Valkyrie, and I was shocked. Bro, I would have been like, yo, what? I would have been shook. Well, yeah, Dan Kimbo server. Yeah, that's the name of it. But let's see. My favorite limit break bay. That's a good question. I love my attack types, so I will go with Hyperion Burn. Even like a custom combo for it. Like imagine you make like Lucifer 2 Burn because you have the rubber stopper in that chip, and then you put like a dash driver on it too. Like, yeah, man, maybe it'll be able to hit pretty hard because I do like the gimmick that like the points stick out and it has more attack and you hard launch it. I have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, favorite Digimon. I actually did not watch Digimon, believe it or not. So yeah. Let's see here. Variant Lucifer, in my opinion, sucks. That rubber shield makes it so bad. Against same spin, Lucifer is not that good, but opposite spin, it's a monster. It's a troll bay. Because literally, like variant, even against opposite spin, it's like, I'm gonna steal up all your power, and that barrier really helps. So yeah. Um, Even for Lucifer, the end, it's the same thing. Like, hi, same spin, I might get whooped, but opposite spin, I'm gonna take all your power and sit there and laugh at you. Like it's just a troll bay, man. But yeah, kind of like how like, he's just being a troll in the show. Just like I'm gonna show up, wreck everyone, and leave. Hi, Roman Reigns. Anybody get that, WWE fans? But yeah, I put Charge Dash on my Tempest Dragon. It's never burst even against Rage. Yeah, because Tempest is a beast, man. It's really strong. Um, let's see. Lane makes the world explode. The end, like the Mental Breaker, the end, no, and then it just explodes. It'll be wild, dude. But yeah, Valkyrie's teeth are strong, so they gave it 2. Yeah, exactly. I think it's the same thing for Longinus. Like they only gave it 2 teeth too. And the 4A, yeah, the 4A chassis also only has 2 teeth because the teeth are really strong on that too. But yeah, guys. Anyways, I'm gonna end off this episode reaction and such. Definitely thank you all so much for coming out and enjoying the episode reaction and also just hearing some like theory videos and stuff. I do have my hopes for season 6 video uploading and such, so that'll probably be out tomorrow. I got one more team battle to do. You're going to be seeing a lot of battles with Jet Wyvern. Also, I did put a poll up for if you guys want to see me do like the usual bunch of 1v1 battles with Jet Wyvern, going to like 3 or 4 and such. Or like with a bunch of different battles, or if you want to see me do them all in one battle. It's in the community tab, so go and feel free to check out and vote for it, and I'll take in consideration like what you guys say with it. So yeah, man, because I'm like, should I do all the battles with Jet Wyvern in one battle, or should I have it just face them all in like the regular battles like I do? But yeah, man, so it'll be up to you guys. But anyways, hope you guys are looking forward to things. A lot coming, like a pretty good amount coming. For the most part, died down with things, but still got some unboxing and stuff to go out. So yeah. Let's see here. Well, I'm sorry if you guys just came in. Yeah, but granted, the next episode does come out on Friday, and it's Tuesday, so like yeah, in 3 days I should be able to do it on Friday as well. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice the ever-loving crap out of that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. So yeah, guys, Until next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Till then, stay awesome and cool shoot. Have a good rest of your day, Kimbo. Bye, man. Yo, thanks so much, Wakandan Spider. Definitely appreciate it. Can you do more live streams more often? Maybe like when there's like big time things like 70K subscribers or 75 or like big milestones like that. I'll probably do live streams and maybe do some giveaways. So yeah. But anyways, guys, till then, stay awesome and cool shoot. I'm up out of here.